Hello, everybody. I am super excited to be here with a personal friend of mine, but not just a friend, my personal life coach, Miss Lorena Alvarez. Thank you so much for being here, Lorena.
I know. Thank you, because let me tell you, thank you, you all, but thank you for believing me to having in this set with you. And I know this conversation is going to be through a lot.
Yes, because we're going to talk, and this is, everybody wants to know. We're going to talk about cheating. Cheating.
Oh my God.
Yes. You know how a lot of women, and this is what I think, women who are not okay with themselves, they always say, all men are the same. Men cheat no matter what. And I beg to differ, because I truly believe that it's men and women. But I want to get your point of view about men cheating, women cheating, cheating in general.
Cheating in general, yeah. Because women also, I am a woman, so I need to say, we also cheat. I'm sorry.
I'm going to say it because...
Not only men, to be honest.
I told one of our producers here, I told them that I better not say, oh, I would never cheat, not me. Because then my ex-husband from 18 years ago is going to be like, Victoria, yes, you did, and I have proof.
Oh, yeah.
So we both, unfortunately, when you're not happy with yourself, when you're looking, in my opinion, when you're looking for that love, when you have that emptiness, and even if you have a partner, Lorena,
yeah, I know,
you start looking for other ways of satisfaction. And that's what I did, with several. It wasn't just one partner, with several partners. I wasn't happy with myself.
That's the point. To me, in my opinion, is that the emotional emptiness of a person. No matter what, if it's man, we're talking right now men or women. But why men cheat more? Or probably not. Probably women.
We're more discreet.
Yeah, that's what we are. Very discreet. But and I'm talking and very respectful with men.
Yes.
I really love men.
Yes.
But I think they are like in a hambre, in a hunger to prove the society that he is enough.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
That he is more than 100.
Yes.
That he is successful.
Yes.
That he's number one.
Yes.
That's the truth. And his ego is, he has an alter ego.
Yes.
And we are so different, but we're talking about that. And to me, it's because emotionally, he's lacking of question mark. I don't know what happens on his life.
Right. Something had to have happened to need that validation from somebody.
He wants to validate. That's the point. He needs to validate himself towards everyone.
And it's he and she, because women cheat also.
Men,
and we need that validation, especially, for example, so I dated a guy before I got married for a while, okay? And I couldn't understand, because I'm like, okay, I'm intelligent, I'm pretty good looking, I make my own money, I didn't really need him. I couldn't understand why he always had different girlfriends, or not girlfriends, different women. And he would go
different partners.
Different partners throughout, without me knowing, of course. But I could never understand, because I'm like, at first I was like, is it because I'm not enough? And then, of course, in my healing journey, I understood, Lorena, that it wasn't me. I was enough. It was him. He needed that, because he was looking for, in my opinion, at that time, his mother love, and he needed that validation from all these women. But guess what I did, Lorena? I felt like, I'm not good enough. Why can't I keep him happy? And it had nothing to do with me.
No. Yes. Sometimes we como que nos castigamos. How you say in English?
Sí.
Like we punish ourselves.
Yes.
That is my responsibility. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. I'm not enough in the relationship. And that's sad of women. Yes. But most of the time, every process that we in, cheating or whatever, this morning is cheating. This conversation is cheating. Sometimes we punish ourselves. But that process, and I don't want to say problem, but that situation, that cheating situation is like a mirror to me. That's my personal. Why? Because I'm seeing myself in the mirror.
Right.
Am I right? Am I what am I doing to feel this? Not that he's cheating on me. What I feel. Anger, happy,
Hurt.
sad,
Rejection.
And that's the first step of understand myself so I can understand him. It's not my emptiness. Probably women, we have our emptiness,
Yes,
of course. But why is he cheating? And you know what? And I have a lot of friends that they go with me, that we sit and just in coaching experiences, that why do men is harder to forgive if the partner cheat on him.
Right.
And we have
A culture thing, maybe?
probably
Because
Probably.
if a woman, right, if the woman cheat, like let's say my husband were to cheat on me, my friends are gonna, in my opinion, I'm gonna be like, oh my God, I can't believe it, leave him. But if a man is cheated on, his friends, no hombre, ¿qué te pasa? ¿Cómo te vas a quedar con esa vieja? You can't be with her, you gotta let her go.
Yeah.
Qué vergüenza.
Qué vergüenza.
Y ese
Yeah.
es el ego. It hits their ego like, oh my God.
that's the ego talking.
Yes.
And sometimes we don't, unfortunately, when that happens, we hear the wrong people.
Yes.
Because if a marriage is going to continue, or if not a marriage, a relationship, but a relationship is going to go forward, it has to be a forgiveness. Yeah. How you say plataforma, a forgiveness. The floor of a stable relationship is the forgiveness.
The foundation.
That's that's the foundation. Of course, love, but most of all, forgiveness. And even though if he didn't do the dishes last night, I need to forgive him, no matter what. That's my opinion. And let me tell you, another reason why men cheats is because he's not enough in love. He didn't meet or he didn't find his other soul.
He's settled. Do you think settling for that person?
And
That's why he's still looking.
And let me tell you, that I'm talking you the real truth, because in this marriage, in my second marriage, when I reunite with my husband, he was throwing me a lot. Oh, he was living la vida loca with a lot of amigas, right? But we were friends a long time ago. When I got there and we reunited again.
As a couple?
As a friends, as a human beings,
Okay.
we saw each other. That day, he refused anyone else.
Oh my God.
And not because he told me, but I find it out. But you know what? His sisters, his dad told me, you know, he is really in love with you. He is really in love.
That's what happened to me.
Yes, high five. Yes.
My friend, yes.
And probably that's what it is. That's what I'm telling. This conversation, I really like it, Victoria. And I'm really happy to be with you because, you know, this is a challenge to me. And this, what is happening is because I dream it. If I dream it, my heart can have it.
Yes.
But because why? Back to this conversation. We human beings, we need to have, and I said, and this is my opinion. Of course, I respect you, everybody else. Right. But we need to have, we are like a boat in the middle of the sea, with no brújula.
You don't know where you're going?
Pues no, you're not going to. And who's the brújula? Who's the brújula? My brújula is the Lord.
Beautiful.
My brújula is I know I'm the responsible for the boat.
Right.
So every single people has to have a how you say brújula in Español?
Like a
in English.
compass, no? The one that-
La compass or whatever. Because I'm the captain.
Yes.
And that's why that's the cheating. Because they don't have a brújula in their life.
Right.
They're like doing like
They're a chicken without a head going everywhere. They don't know.
do
what
you
to
see it's very different from women that we're looking to feel better, to bring our souls stable. Right. We're looking.
Yes.
¿Verdad que sí?
Well, see, to have a better life for our children, for our family. Yeah.
That's the women. But how about the men? Yeah. And especially here in town, we don't have anything for men.
Yes. That's hard. That's what we want to change. It's just
we're gonna change. Yeah.
Because the men also need the healing. They need all of that. But let me go back to, because this is so important. This was about 2 weeks ago. I had somebody message me on Facebook. The young lady was so upset because her boyfriend had been cheating on her. Mm-hmm. And this is why I wanted to have this conversation with you, Lorena, because to me, it's so important that women understand that the cheating has nothing to do with them. No. Don't get sad. Of course, it's going to hurt. But don't let that one thing bring you down so bad. Like you can't even work. This girl did not go to work for a week. She was depressed. Her kids were just there. She called me crying. Like, I don't know what to do, Victoria. And I was because I always ask people, do you want me to tell you what you want to hear or what you need to hear? Because I can baby you like a daughter of mine and say, ay, mija, don't worry, everything's going to be okay. Or do you want me to talk to you like a coach? And I don't mean little league coach. I'm talking about NFL coach. It's up to you. And she's like, no, just tell me, Nika, what are you doing with him? First of all, you should have never been with that man. And
wow.
Like, what do you mean? I said, you knew since the beginning he wasn't your man. Give me red flags that you knew since the beginning. And then she starts telling me, well, my mom didn't like him. And then he would get home really late. And then he wasn't very nice to my kids. And I'm like, all these red flags. And you still chose to be with him, right? Yes. And then she kept, crying and crying. I said, stop crying. Oh, okay. I changed it like that. She went from to, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Why are you crying? Well, what am I going to do without him? What do you mean? The same thing you did before.
Yeah.
You are a woman with children and those kids need you. Whatever he did, the cheating, that doesn't matter anymore. You have to forgive him if you want to stay with him. And if you don't, it's okay. But you got to move forward. But this right here, no, young lady, cry it out. I tell people, like, especially my daughters, I said, if you're depressed, you get 1 day. Stay at home, eat bonbons, eat all the popcorn and candy and all the junk food you want, cry, watch Lifetime movies. Okay, yeah. En la mañana, let's go. You're done with that. Que salga.
Yeah.
Okay? You have to go to work. You got to continue to live your life. Because I truly believe that what you just said right now, when a man is in love or when a man knows that this woman brings a lot to the table like yourself, they're not going to be picoteando donde quiera.
No.
They are going to, I truly believe that that's why my husband and I have such a great relationship, because he knew, first of all, I was not going to put up with cheating. I was not going to put up with a lot of things. And I was very clear with my boundaries. And this is what look, I don't cook every day. I have a cleaning lady. I work all the time. I have,
you do
everything the way. If you're going to be a jealous husband or boyfriend, I'm not your girl, because I'm always on Facebook. Don't tell me how to dress. Don't tell me. You can suggest it. I do a lot of therapies and you have to go to therapy with me. And he was like, oh, okay. That's a lot. I said, okay, if you're in great and if you're not, it's okay. I'm okay without you. Just like you're going to be okay without me. And he was like, vamos, let's do this.
And let me ask you,
married.
and let me ask you a question. Why did you talk to him like that? Boundaries. This is what I am. This is what I bring this to the table. Why? Why?
I was tired of living crappy relationship. I went from
Tired.
marriage to relationship to marriage, relationship. Ay, Anita, digo, what? A lot of relationships. So I hit rock bottom and I said, okay, all these people cannot be wrong. There's one person here that is wrong. One common denominator was Victoria. Yo haría de todo.
And what did Victoria did to be in the, because I know you, we meet, and since I know you, it was a special attraction, you know.
Yes.
But talking like a partner, why did you talk like that with him? Very clear, very honest, because you put Victoria on front. I'm not gonna, that's why. I'm not gonna negotiate what am I. But because you have been processing your soul, your mind, your body with everything. That's what we need to do, women. That young lady or that lady you talk is because the process or the situation is not his responsibility. Right. The red flags were there. But guess what? Our miedos.
Yes.
Oh no, I have to stay here.
Yes.
No. I need him.
Because 50% of something is better than 100% of nothing.
Yes.
So they cling on. Oh, and then he's a police officer. He has a good job. He's going to take care of my kids.
Yes.
And you're clinging on like, don't leave me. But imagine if this young lady, if she was a full force, it's not just confident, because this is, and you can tell me about this. There's a difference in confidence and self-love. There comes a young lady, oh my God, really perfect, you know. Ooh,
yeah.
No. Una mami chula.
Mami chula.
Yes. Wow. Everybody's like, that girl is gorgeous. Oh, beautiful. And then she goes home and her husband or her partner hits her. He's cheating on her. She's there crying. Where is that woman? That's confidence because of the way you look. But where's the self-love? Because if you love yourself, you would not permit. And I'm not saying hit back.
No.
I'm saying you would not permit that person that you're with to ever talk to you the way that he did, or even the cheating. You would, and you don't have to fight anymore. Because I was a fighter before. I would fight with everybody. Now it's like, thank you. Eso a mí no me sirve. Thank you. Bye-bye. And you walk away. Because that's how I feel about myself.
And it was a process so you can be and think and do like that.
Yes. A lot of time.
Years of a lot of time, a lot of sadness. Yes. And that's happened, and I'm going to turn it to a man. They don't invest in themselves because why? Pues las creencias, porque son men, whatever. They don't invest in them. Yes. And the process for them is harder. Life, they're going to put them so they can learn the lesson. Yes. And that is one of the subjects in this conversation is the cheating.
Yes.
I know men that they were right now, they're by himself. Mm-hmm. That man is by himself, solo, with no one. Tiene una, dos, tres, vale.
Pero solo.
Empty. He's empty.
Yes.
And guess what? I want a woman. I need a woman. Yes. Y tenía las buenononas, last night, whatever. But it's the emptiness. Yes. So life put them in that platform so they can learn. And if they don't learn the lesson in the good way, they're going to learn it in the bad way.
And it's going to keep showing up.
And it's going to be cheating, tras cheating, tras cheating, tras cheating. But it's not our fault. It's the way he acts. Yes. And that's como las red flags, ¿verdad? Yes. Sometimes we see the red flags. Because we're so intelligent. We know ourselves. Yes. But
I'm going to change him. And if I have
That's what I meant to tell you.
if I have a baby with him, he'll be
different. Oh, no. Ahí se van a quedar.
Con 5 hijos. Y sola.
Y solas.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's not that point. It's the cheating for me. And they're not only cheat to the partner, to the women. They cheating first to his soul and to the soul. Why is a marriage or a relationship is the love of a souls.
Yes.
And it's a combination, body, spirit, it's a combination.
Yes.
When you end the day, that's the really truth of your marriage or your relationship. And when you're by yourself, with a no novela, with a no Netflix, with a no job, with a no anything, when he is there with you, say, oh wow, we're doing okay.
And that's a beautiful part. You just brought up, like, my husband, he loves to just sit there and hug.
Yeah.
And after a long day, and you just actually opened my eyes, because I'm not the touchy feeling kind. I'm like, okay. And you just, oh my goodness, thank you, Lorena, because I just got a download. I call them downloads when God brings something to my mind. Is like, he needs that, because I am his soulmate. We are soulmates. We are,
Yeah,
so
we're
he
soulmates.
needs that. And right now, when you explained it, I'm like, that's what he desires. So I need to be better. I need to be better, because he's very, very loving and touchy-feely. And
it's like we're investing in our clothes, we're investing in our souls, we're investing. I ask a question. A man invest in the relationship. They forgot to invest.
yes, a lot of men do. Yes,
A lot of men, that's the daily pan, de veras.
because they're hustling. They're the providers. They bring them the
money.
Go hustle, go do.
But that is a creencia.
See?
Nowadays, women has to work.
Yes.
Y a lo mejor women, we do more than them.
Right. Yeah, because we stay at home. We got to do the home.
Homework, okay.
And I am going to tell you, in my opinion, I don't think a lot of the women have to work. And I know I'm going to get heat for this.
A ver.
So this is what I think of women. Okay, I'm going to give you a perfect example. I have a friend that told me, I have to go and work, Victoria, because my husband doesn't make enough money. And I'm like, first of all, if you had, let's say you didn't have that very expensive $100,000 Escalade, and you didn't live in that $500,000 home, and you didn't have your kids in a private school, maybe your husband's income would be enough. But you want the Gucci and you want all the expensive stuff. You don't have to work. I think that a lot of us women now, we want to work. We say we have to work because we want to put the kids in sports, and it's $500 a month. And now we want the expensive car. My friend has that nice purse, so I have the iPhone. I have to get it. Oh my God, I need everything.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of women, and in my opinion, a very high percentage of women work for their own, to get their nails done, to get their hair and makeup, their eyelashes. I truly believe that that's why a lot of women work. They don't have to. Now, if you're a single mom, that's a different story.
No, that's a different story.
You're the sole provider.
Yeah.
So I really do think that maybe you should live in a house that's $200,000 and not $500,000. Maybe you should drive a car that's $40,000 and not $100 and some thousand.
I'm agree with you. Totally agree with you. What's enough for you?
Yes.
What's enough for you?
And
Women?
I'm not saying it's bad.
No, it's not bad.
If that's what you want.
It's depending the balance with my partner.
Yes.
What are the interests in this company? Because the marriage is a company.
Yeah. Yes.
It's a company.
Yes, it's an organization that needs a president, a vice president, and the workers. Yes, I agree.
And nowadays, I agree totally with you. Because if women, we can do something different. So this organization or this company or this partnership, I would call it partnership with them. That's why he cheats, because he's tired. because she wants the Gucci, she wants the the surgery, all the expenses,
Yeah. He has to go get a second job and
or make more hours, or do another business, or
Y Lorena, eso le va a
no.
llegar a las mujeres. This is going to be for the women that will take full responsibility, because there's going to be a lot of women out there that are gonna be,
yeah.
oh no, and that's not right. And I can't believe they're saying that. I honestly don't care. What I do care about is putting the truth out there. When we take full responsibility of our lives as a woman, as the CEO of our family, that's when everything changes. And stop believing like our culture, what they tell us. And I'm going to give you a perfect example. My husband has been working hard at our house, trying to get everything built. He had not talked to his father probably, I don't know, in a few months. So the other day, le nació. He felt like calling his dad, and he called him or texted him and, hi, how are you? And his dad made a comment, something like, Hoy, ¿cómo estás? Something about peón, el peón.
El peón, ajá.
Peón. And I was like, what does that mean? Because me lo dijo en español, y dice, pues, como un chalán, ¿verdad?
Sí,
and I know what he meant, like my chalán, que yo lo trajo.
Ajá.
And I thought it was so sad, because my mother-in-law tells me, my husband is the best that he has ever been. He doesn't drink as much. He is not out at bars. He's not con una, con otra. We're building an empire with our homes we're buying. We have a good connection, good relationship. And instead of his dad saying, mijo, felicidades, mira, you have another house, you're working, he put that little, la semillita.
Yeah.
Ay, andas de peón, you're the peon. And I thought it was so sad, because regardless, my husband Edgar was like, I don't care, babe, eso, he's hurt or whatever. Todavía se nos queda la semillita, that little seed is planted, and now he ya metió cizaña, ya puso. So my husband's like, it's not a big deal, but of course it's a big deal when your father says something like that to you. And I'm thinking, why? Let's change that culture. And this is why we do these talks, because I want men and women to understand we can change this.
No, absolutely.
Have relationships with our friends, with our significant other, with our children, with our neighbors, with the people we work with.
With our community. Yeah, we are. Yes, we are.
And stop trying to put things in other people's head. ¿Qué te importa? I'm big on, what is it of your business? It's none of your business.
No, it's not. Y fíjate, and with that example, he planted the seed. Imagine planting the seed with the women that was not investing on herself.
Yes.
Se hace una bomba.
Yes.
Tu papá dijo que yo... ¿A poco no?
Yes.
There's good drama queens.
Oh, yes.
We're drama.
Yes.
But that's
Thank you for saying that, because I'm a believer that women...
we're drama. We're the drama. Honestly.
The men are like,
¿Y yo
what
qué?
happened? What did they... Oh, my God.
¿Por qué lo repites tanto?
That,
Sí, mi marido dice, why you repeating that? Ya me lo dijiste. That's enough.
I want to make sure you got it.
Pero be sure. Okay.
Yes.
Imagine, it's the same thing with them. Your husband, the seed was planted to him.
Yes.
But he knows, because he had a process to heal himself. Going with you by himself,
Yes.
knocking the door. He's living another. So, en su mente, it's not a cheating problem. And it's not going to be. Because he knows he don't have an emptiness
Right.
on his soul. He's not.
We're-
And that's the point.
We're healing that empty
And,
little
yeah.
by little.
And we women, that's the point. We have to be patient. Sé que las drama queens, we don't...
It's hard.
Oh, yes. Talking to me. Yeah, patient. We have to have patience, even though the process is hard. Even the process is not killing. I don't want to say kill, but it's hard for them. We have to be there as a
Support system.
supporting one way,
Grace.
but they need to learn from his choices.
Yes.
He needs Because sometimes we act as a mom, as a niñera, as a nanny, as a teacher. No, you have to do that.
Yes.
And you have to be at 11. Why? Why he has to be? That makes me remind myself long ago. Because we're manipulating. And that's why they cheat. I don't want a woman. Ay, no quiero una vieja manipuladora ya.
Bueno, todas somos.
Yeah.
Pero hay unas.
Pero we have to be discreet.
Yes.
We have
love,
to
with love.
And this is the freedom that we have to have. Why do women manipulate? Why? Because we're afraid to do something. A lo mejor un life, a lo mejor working different, or step down in business, or step down in the money, or understand.
And it's honestly, I also believe right now you just said something. This happened to me the other day. So we're talking about our house that's not ready yet. And I'm like, babe, you have to go on Saturday and Sunday. And we're sitting at the table at my mom's house. And I tell you, I wasn't like, you don't have, I said, babe, you have to go on Saturday or Sunday. And then he goes, I don't have to do anything. And I was like, and you were like, oh,
okay.
my God. Again, because I know better. I know how to talk to my husband. It's like, baby, if you go on Saturday,
Yeah, we are.
maybe we can finish faster and then we can go on a vacation. And, you know, but that day I said it and my tonality was so off. And the way I said it, he was, mira, Lorena.
Mandonas, ¿verdad? Yeah, claro.
Then
He was so angry.
he was very bad. And he was like, I don't have to. And I was like, and it clicked. I'm like, oh, okay, Victoria, you got to fix this. I'm like, babe, okay, I don't mean you have to, but you're the only one that knows how to do that. I mean, if I could, I would go with you and do whatever, but babe, es que tú eres el fregón, es que eres bien inteligente, sin ti no se hacen las cosas bien. You, babe, you can do this. And he's like, well, yeah, I mean, yes, baby, tú, y lo mira, los trabajadores y tú no estás. And, oh, you should have seen him. He was like, you know what, I am going to go Saturday and Sunday. I was like,
Yeah. See?
pero como le hablé.
It's the way, it's the way we talk. Y también ellos, is the way they react, is the way they have been treated in the relationship.
Yes.
Because they don't want a manipuladora, they don't want a nanny, they want a freedom.
Yes.
And y luego add the emptiness that they have. Well, and the alter ego that they have, the ego that I'm 100%. Right. I'm the one and only. I am the one to face.
Yes, that's what they're taught.
And guess what? That's my question every time. Why do men cheat after 25 years of marriage? Or 25?
Do you think it's a validation? They need to feel like, I still got it.
Sometimes, well, let me tell you, women, they're gonna say, no, she is not telling the truth. But you know what? It's 15-15. Why am I doing? And I have a real good friend that her husband was cheating on her with the secretary. Mm-hmm. As always. Mm-hmm. But this happens not right now. That's what I told you. My dear, it's not happens right now. You discover it, which is different.
Oh, that must have been hard.
And it's hard. She's losing weight. She's like, what am I going to do? Yeah. By the way, she's going the 24th of October with us. Oh, so she can learn.
That queen of
yes.
Excited.
And I told her, why are you crying? Because I lost my life, Lorena. I don't know what to do. And that's the point. But the point here is him. Why?
After so
many years. And I told her, why, mommy? Where were you?
Right? We know.
Ask yourself. Drink a cup of coffee by yourself. And stop hearing that chismosas.
Yes. Your friends. I know. Why? And
I'm not
to take
that-
for everything.
I told the women, I'm not gonna give sugar to a diabetic. Okay, I'm not. So you're gonna hear clear with me.
Yes.
What do you do? What happens these 25 years? What are you?
To mess up a marriage or make a marriage good.
Good. Yeah.
And a lot of the times, and you tell me about the sex.
Oh, that was the point. Sí, va para allá.
See? I know. I'm tired. I know. I'm sorry, but men need sex.
Yes.
That is
It's in it.
That's the way God made them. And I kid you not, and I had this conversation with my daughters, and I heard this lady on YouTube say, beautiful ladies, even when you don't want to have sex with your husband, close your eyes, open your legs, and let it happen. He needs to release. And I was like, oh my God, that's intense. Mira, yo lo tengo aquí muy bien.
Yeah.
Now, is it going to happen? Yes, sometimes you're going to be sick. Sometimes I get that. But
Or it's
they need that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That's what is the point what are you doing? You talking to the like the example that I gave you with this woman. Where were you those 25 years? Yes. Can I ask? And I ask a question. Can you show me your pajamas? Oh my God! Because I remember my mom. It was so sexy.
Wow.
And let me tell you, my dad, he wasn't cheating. Yo creo que desde el primer día. Por eso lo dejaron. Anyway, but that's not the point. But, Lorena.
Oh my gosh.
Is a teacher.
Uh-huh.
And then, can I see your calzones?
Yes.
I know.
Why don't we do that, Lorena? I have a cousin that
La otra.
never.
Ajá. Entonces, hablando de sex, talking to sex, I imagine him. I didn't even know him, but I imagine him. La otra con, oh wow, very sexy. And la night con wow, wow, wow. And she told me, you know what? You have, well, it's not my responsibility, but in this process, I have to learn something. Yes, mommy, you have to. It's not her responsibility, but you are in this relationship.
Of course.
Let him
Part of what?
Let him have a joy. Deja que se la pase a todo dar, que vaya y venga, whatever. But in this time is the process that you have to learn something to bring back all the pieces to yourself.
Yes. And figure out what happened.
And figure out why I did this 50%.
Yeah.
I leave him. And she told me, you know what? He invites me like 10 years ago to be his secretary. And then I say no. And why? Because the kiddos, and not the kids, they were grown up, the nietos. Bueno.
I know.
Okay, so that's the nietos. That's the nietos. Yes. Que he needs you. And the cheating no was because you say no. You find out right now. Everything counts. Everything counts. Work with you. Bring all the pieces. Bring in your life la brújula. If it's Jesus, the Lord, if it's a coach. Right. But I want to say this. The Lord knows us perfectly. That's why he did the earth. Right. He did the energy. He did the cacao. They eat. He did everything. So he is everything. When I say this to myself first, okay, God first was man, and from men, de la costilla, somos nosotros. So it's not backwards. It's not backwards. Yes. We have to have patience. We have to be real love and decide to bring all the pieces. Set up boundaries. Let them free. And take my responsibility in this situation. If it's not possible to work with, and then, okay, let's divorce. Let's do this. Let's do that.
It is possible for
yes.
Let's say one time.
Independent.
15 times.
Yeah. But
times,
you know what?
One time.
At one time it's possible, pero si ya es one another in the whole life, no, mijo, pues es que le encantaron las viejas. No, that's it. Así se va a morir. Or probably not. We don't know. But sometimes we need our space.
Yes.
And what I
Realize.
And what I say is space is we need to live by ourselves alone. Para que every single day we not decide, but we see by ourselves what do I need to grow up?
What do I want for my life?
What do I need? Why am I'm not doing this? Why am I afraid of this? Why am I not doing, I don't know, my passion? I don't know what is going on in your life or in women's life. And he needs that space. That's what I told this lady. Okay, that's good that he's not anymore with you.
So she can get to know who she is and
Bring back, so let him bring back everything. Deja que piense. No. Y lo que hacemos, nos hacen shit. Bueno, I'm not in that position.
Why would you do
Y luego vas and go to the, no. We do drama. Let it go. But because in other words, I think man cheats because the emptiness on his soul. Right. And more, he didn't realize that it's not a sex issue. Yes. It's not a life issue. It's not a marriage issue. Right. It's a soul. I'm cheating to my soul and I'm cheating to her soul.
Right.
That's why in the intimate, guess what? There's no relationship. Right. There's nothing.
Because a lot of people don't have that. They wake up in the morning and this is what they do, good morning. They go get coffee, brush their teeth. Bye, I'm going to work. They call each other, I'm at lunch, thank you, bye. And then
how about
nothing?
A hug? You know what? Since I do something and I see the difference. I can say hi to him, good morning, bring the coffee, or we can sit down, whatever. But this was like 3 months ago. Victoria, I'm gonna be very honest. I need to give a hug first. I need to be touched. I'm very.
And not a.
No.
I mean a hug.
A hug.
Without clothes, better.
No, that will be better. With no pajamas on.
No
nothing. Yeah. And that will make the difference. And how about are we doing that to ourselves? Give you a hug. Yes. And everything that you have in here, you can share with someone. Yes. And sometimes we have to learn in the hard way. We need to live our process in order to make a better me so I can help him to be a better him.
Lorena.
But first me. But sometimes, and I'm going to tell you the truth, sometimes men, they don't want to be better them because they are afraid. When I learned this, and that happens a year, 2 years, 3 years ago, when I learned that he was afraid of something. He was living something. And you know what? And I didn't know. Did I tell you before? Well, this is a conversation between friends. Yeah. Like 3 years ago, I decided myself to get a divorce. Say, ya me harto, ya.
With Carlos?
Sí, with Carlos. Say, no, ya. Say, ya me harto. Ya. And talking to myself, okay? Yes. Yes, I didn't share. Sí. No, ya le dije. And you know that my brújula is the Lord. Y ya me cansé. Y yo decía, y ya me cansé. Y ándale que one day, he told me, you tired? Yes, Lord, I'm so tired because okay. You get tired because you didn't invite me to your marriage. You have to have. You have to, and that's my opinion. That's my opinion. I respect the audience. I respect you. But we have to have him in our lives. Why? Pues no venimos del chango.
To guide us.
To guide us, to learn why he was that way, why he gives his only son. And I'm not religious. I'm not. Believe me, I'm not. But we have to have someone. And not someone, ¿verdad? Porque pues someone puede ser el vecino en la esquina, ¿verdad? Yes. No, I'm not talking to that.
Spiritual that guides you.
Yeah. Why? And I say this to women every single time when I am able to. We are originals, right?
Yes.
Why am I original? Because God made me this way. And you're the best because you're the original. She is the best because she's the original. We're not competing to anyone.
Right.
That's why you and me, we're here. We're not competition anymore. No competition, so right. When I understand that I was tired because I don't invite him in this business, say, oh my God. I say like that.
God, you took that time to ask and say why, and he spoke to you. Because if not, you wouldn't be married right now.
No, and because say, oh my God. I took my responsibility. Yes, I'm like that.
Yes.
Oh, Lord. I have my responsibility.
At the end of the day, if it's cheating or not, Lorena, it's key to a successful relationship. Not just in a partnership, not just in business, with your children, with everything. Take responsibility, and that's what we need. Lorena, I don't know how. Thank you.
Thank you, God.
I love talking to you because you're real, because you don't difficult things, and we're here to talk and heal. So thank you so much for being here.
No,
and
thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful queens, not just queens, but kings. We talk about cheating today. We talk about relationships because I want you guys to have a beautiful relationship full of love, full of peace, of the abundance that you, my beautiful king and queen, deserve. Because if you do not feel some kind of way, and if you do not continue to heal and grow and evolve, you're not going to get to the next level. So this is why I bring people like Lorena onto this amazing show, so we can all heal together as a community, and not just women. I'm talking about men and women.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
Thank you for watching, but don't you ever forget that if you love life, life will always love you back. Thank you.